All right. I have finally hit the vice and the Four of Cups at CHESED. Okay. You need to understand it. Every single word out of my mouth, every single piece of literature that I read, every article, everything, it's just redundant or boring. And you lose the idea. You lose the idea that it's going to change your life. You lose the wonder or the awe. So you just spit it out like it's toxic. That's the Four of Cups. I'm going to meditate. That's fine. I'll do the magic that I was normally attributed to. Fine. I'll do this. I'll do that. It's apathy. Okay, you need to understand that. And then apathy also needs to be counteracted in dot. Now, Gaebara does not have apathy because they're at war all day long. And so apathy does not exist. Everything is just self-defense. And so all magic is just to either roast people or defend or say fuck you to people. Now, Ravenclaw and CHESED and the Hashmalim, their job is to ascend via brilliance. So it's like art for art's sake. Conceptualist art. Like when people decide to pour a dump truck of trash inside a gallery, the middle of a gallery, and you walk for a half an hour to go see the show at that gallery, and you go to the gallery and you walk and you see it's a pile of litter. That's CHESED. So there's a component where we need to override that with mental brilliance and not get self-indulgent in that kind of field or arrogance. It's erudite, but it's not erudite, but it is erudite. Just think of how boring this video is right now. Okay, understood. Like, there are a few things with CHESED and Ravenclaw, or the Hashmalim. And the biggest thing is this. You get to a milestone where it's a stopping point. And I'm feeling like I should be writing out my Yoda Balls books right now instead of doing this video to do the candle lighting ceremony for all of you guys. Even if it's a new moon and I cleaned the home and I prepped the space and I'm wearing my sweater and everything's prepared. So it's just a feeling, but it's a powerful one. So you need to understand that it's like you want to vomit up what's even good in life. Like, why bother continue with Kabbalah? Like, so you get the quitting feelings. Oh, how is this even good or relevant in my life? Yeah, like, I was just tortured for 9 months. And I'm pretty sure everything is so real. It's unbelievable. But my CHESED brain goes, why bother? That's a demon and a sickness. Okay, so watch out for that. There are also huge vanity demons and tyrannical demons, because what you admire in CHESED is type A perfection, high form, classical art, perfection. So every word that you stutter, every sentence that you drop, where you drop the ball, just that. Everything where you flounder, it gnaws at your brain to the point of insanity, and you become a blissful psychopath zero. You become a tyrant. A tyrant. Let me say that again. So like in Slytherin, they're narcissists. How do I look? Everything's all about me. Look, I just did something pretty. Okay. So in CHESED, it's all about mastery of the art. Instead of about vanity, it's about mastery. So then you go, that line is out of place. That word is off. That note is flat. The voice is low. The lighting is too shadowy, because you're looking for perfection and mastery. And it becomes demeaning for all soul, but perfection for form and beauty. Mozart. So Mozart is CHESED, and Beethoven is Gebera. Let me repeat that. Mozart is CHESED, and Beethoven is Gebera. They're both the throat chakra, but one is like soul depth journey, just fumbling an air bubble through my throat in the moment is a flaw and poo-poo. The fact I just said poo-poo. Okay. And then you become psycho. All right, so we understand. Think of Daniel Day-Lewis as an actor, or Meryl Streep as an actress. High form. Like that level. Being a concert pianist in front of 5,000 people and then needing to sneeze in the middle of a solo. So the point about CHESED is learning how to override all of the psychodrama on the outside and purify the inside so that we can perform with dignity. Because sneezing in the middle of a solo is undignified. That is where dignity begins, is performing a service where you look flawless and actually masterful, instead of like a slob. So Kali Ren is a slob. And I don't like that, because I like being myself. But that's a persona instead of a master. And it's not high divine femme. All right. So we get the gist. Now, if you watch the first CHESED lighting video, where I swear 47 times and I say the word fucking Slytherin, that's a Gryffindor. That's a Gabera person, because they're in the middle of war and setting boundaries, and they're in their resentment instead of in their high intellect presentation mode. So like a classically trained artist will drop to that vibration if they're in the middle of war. I can guarantee you. Everybody will drop to that vibration in the middle of war. So we don't look down on them, ever, because that's hypocrisy, and that's where you refuse to ascendio into Bina. Okay, what you do is you go, I will look down on myself for coming off like that. And then you override the vice of CHESED, which is hypocrisy. Dumb. All right, we're doing this one more time. We got 3 blue lighters. We also found our yellow lighter. We found a couple of them, actually. There were 3 that were shattered and broken. Didn't work. We found another one that refuses to light with this part, but is filled with all of the liquid, the lighting fluid. And then we found one that has a weed smoker, purple people alien with like a Gryffindor jacket on. So we found the yellow lighter finally at a park. But we have 3 blue lighters. All right, this is boring. Welcome to CHESED Ravenclaw. We will be doing this over the next 9 months. You have 150 mental bodies to install. You have a tower to build that is 40 worlds high and 17 to 20 worlds low. You have work, and then you have books to read. 1 to initiate, 2 to activate, and 3 to portal it through. And just that, the fact I have to use a lighter still, even if I'm sitting at the bottom of Clippeth Id. So, where my elemental connects, I'm at the bottom of Clippeth Id. This should be a wake-up call for everyone chasing fantasies. We don't know when we're going to get the elemental connects. But we're going to do the work anyway and learn the lessons. That's where we have to keep emptying our cup and allowing new magic to unfold. Okay. 1 to initiate, 2 to activate, and 3 to portal it through. Color N out. That one was so awkward.